Happy Tuesday morning, CB. We hope you're relaxed, rested, and ready for today's show.
We have a crash course in what you need to know in CB News, a special world news segment, and sports brought to you by the Women's Soccer League, Sections, and NorCal champions.
We're your hosts, Sydney Walsh
and Michaela Gelfi for the Talon Morning News.
3, 2, 1, take it.
If you're interested in becoming more active in the CB community, being involved in student council is a great way to do so. There are both elected and appointed positions, with the election process beginning already. If you're interested and missed the informational meeting last week, Mrs. Powers is available in the LSLO, and applications will be there as well. Mrs. Powers also highly recommends rising juniors and seniors to participate in her leadership class as an elective. If you're interested in this elective or many of the other classes offered, make sure you complete the pre-registration form on PowerSchool. Pre-reg ends today at 11 p.m., so count your credits and sign up for your next year classes.
Donating blood is very important as hospitals and blood centers are short on blood supply. If you would like to help this issue, CB is hosting another blood drive on March 29th here on campus. Both students and adults in our community can make an appointment with Mrs. DeLeon in the LSLO. To sign up, you must be at least 16 years old, have a signed parent consent form, which can be picked up in the LSLO, and meet the height and weight requirements as outlined on the permission slip. Permission slips can be found on Schoology. If you can't give blood for any reason, or if you're just looking for more ways to help the community, there are plenty of service opportunities made available to you through the school. Some of these opportunities include the CB Lent Service Project, UC Davis Health Project Adam, SMUD Camp Curiosity, and much more. There are many options for all interests, so make sure you check Schoology for all of the possibilities.
Falcons, the clothes closet will be open during lunch in the main hallway today, March 7th and the 21st, April 18th and May 2nd. Summer clothing donations will begin after graduation on June 1st, so go snag some cute finds. Attention athletes, all spring athletics must have a sports locker. Please do not leave your equipment unlocked. You can purchase a lock for $5 and request a locker from Coach Hunley or Coach Morla.
In case you lost track of the lunch menu, today's lunch options are chicken fettuccine alfredo, beef stew over egg noodles, or pork pozole with chips. Don't forget that we will have a new schedule, so school will start tomorrow at 8:30. That's all the CB announcements we have today. In case you don't have Apple News notifications on, we have Sebi here with World News. Let's catch up on what's happening around the world.
Weighed about 850 pounds and between 1,100 pounds. The moose tends to be more aggressive during the mating season. However, they are also aggressive when forced to walk through the cold and snow. Unfortunately, the man survived, but the moose was okay. Moving on to international news. The Philippines had a magnitude 6 earthquake that struck Mindanao on Tuesday. The earthquake was a depth of 5 miles below the Earth's surface. Japan launched its new flagship H-3 rocket and failed. The second stage engine did not ignite, causing the mission to be aborted. The end. Now, back to the United States of America. Project Willow, despite its cute name, is an oil drilling project in Alaska, North Slope. Alaskans are deeply concerned with the health and environmental impacts of major oil developments such as this. The project would produce enough oil to release 9.2 million metric tons of planet-warming carbon pollution a year. Despite much protest, the Biden administration is yet to make a decision about whether or not to allow the project to begin development. In Sacramento, there's going to be a high of 56 degrees and maybe rain. We'll see. Bro, fucking man.
morning, Falcons. It's Sydney Laird
and Sarah Pritchard here, bringing you everything you need to know about CB sports. The men's golf team had a scrimmage at Bear Creek and won with a score of 218 to 240. Their next match is against Rio on Thursday.
Moving on to lacrosse, the women's team had a game against Del Oro yesterday and were unable to pull out the win in this very close game. They play against Oakmont on Thursday at home. You got this, ladies.
Meanwhile, the men's lacrosse team played in Rockland on Thursday and unfortunately lost, but they are looking for redemption against Whitney tonight at 7 at home. Give it your all tonight, boys.
In baseball news, our boys won against Bear Creek with a score of 66-4. They aim to keep up that streak tonight against Folsom at 3:30.
Softball had a tournament over the weekend, going 2-1. Our ladies started to play their season extremely strong, and were looking to redeem their only loss of the weekend tonight at home against Pioneer. Keep up that strong momentum, ladies.
In men's volleyball news, they play tonight against Pleasant Grove at home. Make sure to come out tonight for your boys in the gym at 6 p.m. You got this, boys.
Men's tennis also has a game tonight against River City at 4. Let's go get them, Falcons.
Now for the recap you've all been waiting for. Your women's soccer team is now your NorCal state champions. Hey Sarah, do you know when the last time CV won a NorCal championship?
It hasn't been since the 90s.
Oh wow, our women's soccer team must be legit.
They really had the desire to work hard this season.
It was a beautiful Saturday at home when the big game was. The game started out tough as Cardinal Newman, the fourth seed, started the game with a quick goal within the first 6 minutes of the game.
The Falcons knew this early setback would not be the way we ended the season. After a quick and hype halftime, we made some key adjustments and the game was taken back into the Falcons' hands.
Cardinal Newman had some speedy players and dangerous corners, but with the help of our amazing keeper Grace and the amazing aggression, the Falcons continued to dominate.
In the last 20 minutes, Rachel Davis sent a lofted ball out to the top corner of the box, and senior and captain Brooklyn Horse settled and volleyed a beautiful goal into the right top corner of the net.
Taking back the momentum, we continued to hold off any scoring, and this led to the 15-minute overtime. With no scoring in the overtime, PKs began.
As the ladies lined up for their PKs and keeper ready, the stress began.
Brooklyn Horse, Sarah Pritchard, Cameron Lee, Rachel Davis, and Lily Jensen lined up for the PKs that would determine the NorCal champions.
As we made the first 3, Grace made an amazing save that put us 3-2. With each fourth player making their PK, Lily Jensen stepped up to the line to take the last and final shot.
With a beautiful kick, the ball hit the back of the net, and your ladies won the championship.
Let's talk to CB keeper Grace Benencourt and forward Lily Jensen about the win.
Okay, guys, how did it feel to win the championship in your senior year?
It's a great way to end the high school seasons, basically, yeah. It was awesome.
How stressful is it in the moment during PKs?
I think the last couple games definitely prepared us, especially going to PKs the game before, and definitely throughout the season, practicing them.
We were pretty prepared, so it wasn't too bad.
How did it feel to have the support of the fans?
Different.
Yeah.
It was cool.
We're not used to the fans, so it was good, but it was definitely different.
Yeah.
What motivated the team to push through the season to win the championship game?
Definitely Rudy's quotes. And each other. Yeah.
That's good.
Thank you, ladies. Let's throw it back to Sydney and Kayla to close out the show.
That's all that we have for you today, CB. We want to give a special birthday shout out to Justin Bond and AJ Maldonado.
Don't forget, today's schedule is EF and then G, with dismissal at 2:45. This has been Sydney Walsh
And Michaela Gelfie. Thanks for tuning in. And here's all the people who made the show possible. Thank you.